All right, we're back at Carlos, and got a few things to do today. We're going to do the base on this owl that we did yesterday. This one's finished. We need to finish this one. And Carlos had this. This is Valentine's Day, so he wants something for his wife. This is a big stone. It's about 4.5 feet long, about 3 feet high. And Carlos does a bit of farming, so he asked me to do a tractor. So I'm doing a high relief tractor in it, and no pressure. He gave me a picture, and then he showed me the other big stone that someone sandblasted, a realistic tractor. So I'm doing this by hand with a grinder, so it's gonna resemble it, but he's happy with that. He just wants a big tractor, and it's for his wife for Valentine's Day. And I think if we wet this, yeah, it froze last night. There you can see. This is a really nice stone. It's Perry Sound gray. They call it gray, but it's got every color in it. It's really nice stuff. And it's about a 5 on a 10 hardness scale. And so it carves quite nicely. Okay, I'm starting to get the lines in this. So if you're an art student, or most people know, there's low relief, high relief, and in the round. So if you look at this, I'm going, actually, that's about an inch deep. So we're looking for high relief here. So even on the chair of the tractor here, I'm leaning it a little wee bit. There are 2 wheels showing, so this wheel and then the other wheel here I've taken back, just so it's back a bit. So you're not going in the round, you're just trying to create a bit of dimension. So that's what I'm trying to do now, kind of running down home stretch with this one. And we'll see what we can do. I just wanted to add too, Carlos, his wife asked for this for Valentine's Day. She wanted the tractor, I guess because they're farmers. But guys, can you imagine your wife asking for a stone tractor for Valentine's Day? And you know, it was Super Bowl just the other day. She probably got him 10 cases of beer, you know, and said, all your buddies are coming over, and I made 3 turkeys, you know, and I want a stone tractor for Valentine's Day. I'm in, you know, that's the perfect wife. He probably called his doctor and said, Doc, I don't know what's wrong with my wife. What do I do? And the doc probably hung up on him. All right, we'll just get a shot of this before I wet it. I've gone in and made a kind of a textured background, and I made the background a barn. I guess it's sort of looking like that. Some deep cuts. So I've got my tractor image, and I made grasses and a bit of texture in that. So it's really with this the shadow, you're looking for the shadow on the cut. So even the seat here, it's kind of twisted, like you couldn't sit on it, but it looks like you can kind of sit on it, and that's high relief. And the steering wheel, I did carve behind it and around, but when you look at it, it looks like it's angled and could be right. I think only Fred Flintstone could drive this, but give me a second and we'll wet this and have a look at it. Okay, there's what it looks like wet. So when we put the finish on it, it will look like this. He wants me to do the other side as well, so I'm going to flip this over and do the other side. It weighs about at least 500 or 800, maybe 1,000 pounds. So I'm just kind of tipping it around. A beautiful stone though. It's Perry Sound gray. It's got this beautiful pink in it, and it really presents a challenge carving it, because a lot of this pink is like quartzite stuff, and it just wants to peel off. So you've got to get rid of that as you carve along. You get rid of anything that you see is going to fall off, and then get down to the good stone and then do your carving. So that's Carlos' tractor. This is his wife's Valentine's gift. That's amazing. All right, so what I've done with this stone on the other side is I've made his barn a likeness of, anyway, it's over there. I just did it from here, whatever I could see kind of thing, and sketched it in. That's why I always say sketch every day. You're going to need it. If you're an artist, just sketch. Develop your own style, do your own thing. And don't worry about what the other guy's doing. Do your own thing. I'll wet this and we'll see what it looks like. It looks kind of cool with the dust on it. It almost looks like it could be real. But it's just sketched in really rough. You go in here, you'll see there's a Coke sign and a shell. He's got the old, I think that's a Texaco. And there were some horses things over the door and his tractor. Really rough, but when you stand back and look at it, you get an image. I'll wet it and we'll have a look at it then. And there we have it wet. So that should be good. I'll stand it back up now. And we've got the tractor on the other side, and then I'll do a little bit on the roof with the big saw. And then this piece is done. We'll move on to another piece here. So there we have the finished piece. Get down here, zoom in. And there's a hole in the top here. He wants to mount another little statue. And then on this side, it's his barn. So he's going to place this in a really beautiful spot up by a little garden. So we'll make a piece for the top, and I either have one at the market of my studio, or we'll make him one here. And there's the tractor and his barn for Carlos. There you can see our little setup of works that we're doing. We did this yesterday, just completed this. And we're going to work on this right now. It's a bird. We completed this yesterday. Base, 3 birds on the top, and our owl, and we're going to carve this base today as well. There we have it. We installed it in the slice of life, and we put a head on it that I'd already carved, and there's one from the other collection, another bird.